Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. We back in Lviv, Ukraine, and today we're gonna go through over the differences between present perfect continuous and versus present perfect. So I'll explain you the differences between those two tenses. And my friends, a small disclaimer, my videos are hacked. Ukrainians removed, they attacked me when I was asleep. They removed teeth, two tooths was removed, my real teeth was removed from me. My brother Oleg and his wife fully involved. It happened at my apartment, Povitriana 65, apartment 49, Lviv, Ukraine, and or in the village of Suliatychi. So my friends, follow me on my channel, subscribe, and we're gonna go over the present perfect tense. The way we create positive form, it's we take have and has, and we add past participle. For example, I have swam. If you want to negate that, you would say I have not swam. If you want to ask a question, you would write I have swam. My friend, small disclaimer, my weight is 160 pounds and I am 5 feet 11 inches tall. So my friend, follow me on my channel, subscribe, and I'll follow you on your channels as well if you comment on my videos. So present perfect continuous, the way you form it is you take when it's positive, it's I have been writing, I have not been writing, have I been writing, if you need to ask a question. So it's have plus been plus ing form of the verb. I have been writing. And there are a few exceptions when we cannot use present perfect continuous. It's when we have verbs which verbs of state. For example, like, love, believe, now, know, understand. You cannot say I have been believing for years, but you should say I have believed for years. So you cannot say I have been liking soda for years, for ages. You should say I have liked soda since I'm a kid. And you cannot say I have been loving going to the movies since I'm a child. You should say I have loved to go to the movies. I love to go to the movie. I would love to go to the movies. And you cannot say I have been believing. You cannot say I have been knowing. And you cannot say I have been understanding. You should say I have understood. So my friends, don't forget to follow me on my channel, subscribe. So present perfect as well as present perfect continuous, they both are talking about actions that started in the past. past, and still, but it's still true now. They are all in the present perfect and as well as present perfect continuous. They are both used with since and for. For example, I have lived in USA for 23 years. I've been studying English since 1998. I've studied English since 1998. So both of those are correct. You can say I have lived in USA for 23 years, or you can say I have been living in USA for 23 years. And you can say I have been studying English I've been studying English since 1998, or you can say I've studied English since 1998. For some words, like for example, study, live, work, there is no really difference between the two. But there are also differences in meaning between those two. Present perfect and present perfect continuous. So for example, they talk about action started in the past and still true now. For example, often used with since and for. For example, I have lived in US.I for 23 years. So the difference in meaning, present perfect continuous can be used to emphasize the amount of time that has passed, whereas present perfect is generally neutral. For example, he has been walking for hours, he has walked for hours, present perfect. She has eaten 3 pieces of cake this morning. Present perfect is used to talk about how much or how many. For example, she has eaten 3 pieces of cake this morning. He has drunk 3 shots of vodka at the evening. During the evening, you cannot say he has been drinking 3 shots of vodka. That would be incorrect. You cannot say she has been eating 3 pieces of cake. And the present perfect continuous often focuses on the action itself, whereas the present perfect focuses on the completion of the action. For example, I have been walking to the beach every day. I have walked to the beach today, for example, and I'm still on the beach. And the present perfect continuous often focuses on the action itself, whereas the present perfect focuses on the completion of the action. Sometimes we use the difference between the present perfect and the present continuous to talk about different kinds of results in the present. I have ran all the way to my home so I can go to the party. I have been running, so I'm tired. Like you can see the difference here that I have ran, and it's emphasize the completion of my running. I have run all the way to my home so I can go to the party. While while when I say I have been running, so I'm tired, it's shows the process of running and the result, therefore. I have prepared a big supper so you can invite your friends. So my friends, don't forget to follow me on my channel, subscribe, and I see you back on my channel, and follow me, pay attention to the message. My videos are hacked by Ukrainian and Russian speaking. My height is 5'11" or 5'10" and a half. My weight is 160 pounds. So follow me on my channel, subscribe, and I see you for my next lectures.